So what I want to do now is I just want to go and create a location that we can use for this maintenance request, and we'll use that within the project as well. So I'm going to go out and go into one of my views, and here I've got all of my functional locations that are set up, and I could look at these, look at all the functional locations that I've got, and you can see that I've got, in this case, locations for every one of these cell towers that I'm maintaining. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new functional location, and then this is going to be the cell tower site. And I'm going to choose the location that I want to put this, and this is going to be a cell site. So as part of the asset management persona, then I'm just creating this so that then we can start working on it, so that we can start managing the construction and some of the other items. Now, this site that I've created has some information that needs to be updated against it. Now, I want to have this set up with a warehouse and a site, so that I can move inventory to there as I'm doing the jobs. And also, what I want to do is I want to have a parent asset here in this location, so that I can manage that. Now, this is if I go out and if I look at one of my other sites that I've got here, then what happens is we'd have a site here and a warehouse and this parent asset. So I've actually got a Power Automate flow that's triggering in the background, and it takes around about a minute to run. So I'm just going to return back to here in a second, and we'll see that the site and the warehouse and the install asset's been created. So we've got this automation that we can manage in the system. Now, we've got this site that now we can maintain. So if we go back to the maintenance request, then we can start updating some of the details. But also, what I want to do is I want to go out and create a project for this, because this is a new installation that I want to do. So within the project accounting, this is one of the strengths of what I want to show, is that we can start tracking the details that are associated with all the maintenance projects here within projects, and it actually does that by default. And we can see that if I look at one of the existing sites that I've got, then we're tracking all of the work orders that are associated with this here within project accounting, and then also all the costs. And also we've got a item here for the cell tower construction. Now, what I don't want to use this project. What I want to do is I want to create a new project that is going to be an investment project, and then we're going to call this and we're not going to have a customer. We could add a project manager if we want, but I'm just going to go out and create this project of our project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sub-project here, which is going to be an investment, and it's going to be the construction for my cell tower site. So I'm going to create that sub-project here within the view. So now we've got this sort of parent hierarchy. Now also what I'll do is I'm going to just create another sub-project, and this is going to be just the general cell tower maintenance for the cell tower. So later on, when I create maintenance work orders, then they'll be associated with this sub-project. But now that we've got our construction, what we can do is we can start planning this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to import a standard template that I've got for my cell tower construction, and then bring this directly into my project. So we haven't really done any asset work yet, but what we are doing is we are seeing that we've got all of these steps, and we need to procure some supplies, and we need to then do the foundation, and we need to get the items, and then we need to actually build the main foundation, then install all of the items here. So we've got this sort of standard set of project tasks that we're always going to do for all of our installations. But I can change this, and I could go from the scheduling to the cost estimates. So I could look at this and see what the total cost of this project is going to be without me going out and actually creating work orders within the system. But all of this, again, just standard project accounting functionality. Now, so now we've got this project that we can work on. What we can start doing, if we want to, is we could either create maintenance requests from create work orders from this directly at the project, or we can manage this through the maintenance request process that we were setting up before. So if I return back here to my request that I have, then here's my installation project. What I'm going to do is I'm going to modify this, and I'm going to and notice here that I've now got a functional, I've got the functional location that I created, but also it's gone out and created that asset for me. So I've now changed this so that I can go out and start working on this project. If I go back and look at my functional location, then the Power Automate flow that I've got to go out and create all of this has already set these details up. And also, as a side note, when we go out and look at the warehouse, then this warehouse is being fulfilled from a main warehouse, which is something that we're going to see in just a second. So now that we've got our assets and our functional locations created, now we can start performing some of the work.